Alright, nina nga maraban zan kana hype TV zo. Zo ya lula dabsle gahandele atandele de ka vile ba koy bahguma. Likin mara nyala man shaw. The match da kana antetam kana le zo English Premier League, German Bundesliga, Spanish La Liga and French League. Amapu na katisa da nyi match da chansham, especially in the English Premier League. Big Giants and we shall have to nasara the likes of Liverpool, but Daniel Abanda Chang, Brentford, the Bees, Kabrati Tiba by 3 goals to 2. Chelsea, the Gini Stanford Bridge, Karachaka Sandra, and that power, and that two Buvaka Kabba Bridge, man. Kara Tiba 2 goals to 1. United once again, but that's surprise in Europe by scoring Brighton and Hove by 4 goals to 2 in the El Clasico Waga. The match, Master, chance I can't. The atmosphere was very high, the intensity, the drama in the game zanyela man shawaran sakana ante tam kana lezoka sa qualify ka Real Madrid ka sa tonye the 3 maximum points over FC Barcelona yule bonda Ridwan Muhammad Barak tinen zan shingon zan tiyana on Hype TV Sports muba
Eh,
karbeula
so it's
wala Liverpool fans ma these days idi ka joy you know either champ Brentford
yeah.
home Cabrera by 3 goals to 2. And I'm not surprised with that kind of results, man. And what is wrong with Liverpool?
No, so as a Liverpool fan right now, you shouldn't be surprised. You
Okay.
understand? Even though Bra winning the previous game against sorry Frankfurt and by 5 goals to 1,
Mm-hmm.
and it was in a different country, different like different setup
Mm-hmm.
all together. So even though against Brentford, I wasn't feeling that much confidence in game, man. But
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that maybe players might they could have rode on that like momentum and go and defeat Brentford. But
Okay.
I got to lay now. It just seems normally I don't blame coach when it comes to like game losing, but it just seems right now Liverpool coach man he's trying to fix something which is not existing. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's I got to lay Hal Mwangbaza made the problem of the team right now.
Okay.
But it's very easy. It just seems uh, there are some players in the team that are not kickstarting well, and those players you need to drop him. And not on your lineup, man. I was very surprised that someone like Andy Robertson, ever
Mm-hmm.
since season man next started, and when he comes, like any time when he's being called upon by coach, man, he
Mm-hmm.
performs. And you
Okay.
have a young left back who never told me you understand?
Yes.
Even though Oraj gold in them, but it was just annoying. Milos Kekes basic crossing, he wasn't getting it right, and it went back to hurt Liverpool. And right now, to me, I believe midfield man, yeah, Liverpool problem currently because they are not finding like season one. Coach man, on a standard midfield. I am going with this three, like this midfield three. Captain Nanye last season, Martian, because last season, man, almost all of his games it was McAllister, Dominic Subusla, and Grafenberg. That was his
Mm-hmm.
three, but season one, it seems Onabe gets it right. And I just feel like Liverpool they are losing balls in the midfield, and that's why Bo consider Shama. But aside that, coach man he needs to do well when it comes to how he like speaks in the media. It seems like he's basically blaming opponents man for losing. Even though
Okay.
you are facing an opponent, Bangbasa will win the games, and that's just the problem.
Okay.
And you need to own up and take accountability of everything which happens in the field. And a lot of Liverpool fans are saying that Bukarmo, but I don't think this is the right time to sell him because I lay market man or coaches who are available out there. I can tell you that Anasolot is better than majority of them.
Okay.
So you don't need to sack him. You just need to call him to fix the mess he's like creating right now. But four lose like 4 games in the Premier League without winning anyone, it's something Liverpool fans should be mad of. And they are right if Bandeya Rebencha come right now.
Okay. So game I personally that was not surprised within that Champions because to me Brentford
Mm.
when difficult especially the home grounds ma parla bu ko players ma za sa wele amma da wala home grounds man. They are not that gonna be home grounds man.
Mm.
So Liverpool don't pan muhaki na. The Tony Kalik makatin na halba keep it off for domi as not seems not to learn from our mistakes. Domi you have spent more than 500 million euros. Be kala.
And no, it's 350. It's not up to 5.
Kabiala Mimbalama,
And no, yeah,
for
it's
first
not.
season he didn't spend anything, but he was able to perform. Less than 10 games, 4 lost.
Uh,
Katnamel, more matches to go. So if he's going to continue with this kind of result shanga on Liverpool, then I'm sorry. At the end of the season, we should all expect more than 10 lost for Liverpool in the Premier League. You can argue, but that's the fact of the matter. If he doesn't, change his tactics, man, then Liverpool fans, man. Mumbai no so pele. Then tenka league man kar call va karanyala. He recorded more than 10 lost in the English Premier League or in the Spanish or in the UEFA Champions League mapun. So Liverpool Shane Maki in Kapana top four the non company then Chelsea,
uh-huh.
we're at Stamford Bridge, lost by 2 goals to 1 against Sunderland.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not surprised.
So some few years ago, the same results it happened, but it was at that time players Shabanda Bianma, our own Asamoah one that cost Hammer to Chelsea, and
Okay.
Chelsea now leaded by 1 goal to 0 in less than 5 minutes. You understand? Everyone thought that they would just run away with game. So come Dakumila, Chelsea are going to go ahead and just dominate the game. But it seems Sunderland Braku have less some basic benefit. You understand? By sitting down, containing every pressure, Chelsea not because opening game like opening minutes of the game, they just opened up, and then Sunderland just capitalized on it. And Sunderland team, if you are watching it, you need to give credit to Grant Xhaka because he's the leader of the team, Ominme Premier League, and he understands everything. So when you lose match, especially last goal, you should be blaming both Chelsea defenders, and midfielders, Why?
Definitely.
Because it was a corner. I mean, like a counter attacking, and I am very surprised that out of 3 midfielders, Chelsea and they were not able to run more than Sunderland and Burnley attackers, because at that point it was 2 against 1 in terms of defensive side. But so it was now up to Banyangur Kanama Bani and decided whether goal it will like whether Sunderland will convert a chance into a goal or like will convert it. And it
Yes.
seems Sunderland they were like much aware than Chelsea, but and that was what caused Chelsea loss, but surprising results yes, you must be surprised because Chelsea have been dominating but could be like in a good winning streak against not against great side. But so if they lose against Sunderland, you should be surprised because I don't think this was what Enzo Maresca and Chelsea Chelsea fans they expected. But
Yes.
Sunderland just taught us that look, Premier League you don't need to underrate anyone at all, and that was what played out.
Okay. Chelsea results, man. I was
Uh,
a bit surprised because then the the win the last 4 games or 5 games, man.
mm,
So I was expecting them to use the momentum ahead of the Sunderland game, man. But unfortunately on their side, but double to the maximum 3 points against Sunderland as staff for Bejan Sunderland me Ranya never bandak mama, making sure that they don't misuse their chances, especially
no, they were very clinical.
counter attack, man. Very clinical striker. Antonio Gachelo Baman Tosin. Nirupam Jimmy, ne Tosin da yana so wanda jaka puan ne karda ka Tosin da kwa Chelo
Yeah,
Barada. Yes,
it's Tosin.
Tosin da la be player so wanda at pass ma ka Chelo
It
ba
doesn't
kwa no
matter.
have a goalkeeper.
Or they know.
Ka player ma kan na nyanga. Instead of you to leave the space, for the goalkeeper to deal, the space for himself, man. Ka zan man ka player ma gla nyanga. Collapse ball man to place it.
So
So Chiloba should have rather cover, the player. Kusa be koda zan la forensible from phone ka player ma da galgo nyanga. Kabra to pass pa ko gwa da to bang nyaw kara nyo kara. So Chelsea muna bramel a lot of work to do because Ti ŋmanila ti zaaha ni di lihiri yɛli maa chaŋ shɛm maa ti na bi chani la din pa nimmohi ka bi na bi gba bi mi Liverpool buɣa yinga ni ka bi zaa ku yɛn kana ti lu n dee ni ka league maa ka di qualify Barcelona sa nyɛla ban sa chaŋ Santiago de Bernabeu ka atmosphere ŋɔ na sa be zuɣusaa pam Lami Yamal di tu ni La Liga Federation ka bi too some award because ŋuni nyɛ ninvuɣu so ŋun hype classico ŋɔ maa pam dadi pa ŋuna classico maa din sa n nyɛ hype shɛli maa di sa be nyɛla din di sa pa
Hype in which way?
By lambasting Real Madrid
What are lambasting?
By telling them that they are football thieves and the rest man. So then the part all our comments on man. The bench ka classico man ka attention kana result pam.
Since man started football watchable,
Mhm.
El Clasico has always been hyped.
Okay.
No matter the comments, even the season that Lionel Messi and Ronaldo Bazanra hesitate, no matter up to date, always Clasico man, it is always hyped. You understand? The only difference between Suhammad and Ma was just that loud comments come out, it made Real Madrid players man more angry to the fact that look, banners are like secret series have been fraud map. So it was not because of like it it's just it is not because of statements man say hype El Clasico.
Really?
El Clasico is already the standard. You understand? Like season El Clasico is a game that every football fan, I mean like to go later to understand in terms of in when entertainment. But aside that, Lamine Yamal comments before game one, it was a disrespect to Real Madrid.
Okay.
If you are being unbiased, you understand? Because first of all, you don't if you are not pleased with decisions going in the league, you have the right to come out. I mean like say it out there, but you don't have the right to call Real Madrid. Yeah, I mean like it is no.
Okay.
It is just look. There are some decisions. Yes, it is not good to be. Like happening. It happens across the league. It's not only Real Madrid games. Look, if you pay attention to how team Bima Bandit in La Liga, there are a lot of refereeing errors. So you can't tell me that Real Madrid are thieves. But so that comment was totally uncalled for, and I don't look. Barcelona Bambeti man like player Kurama lead leaders man, they should caution him because it is not always all comments that should be outside there, and it was totally uncalled for. That's why emotions man can be high shama. It would have not been that way. So the fact that hello like on national teammate guy they were having some quarter. So it was due to all our comments man. It was totally uncalled and uncalled for. I know Barcelona fans will be siding with him, but no. In a professional way, he shouldn't have made those comments.
Okay. Lami Yamal na kujimi ngun sacha ka classico karasa nyela hype ma. Tam ngun kamun to El Clasico. Am bangne Lami Yamal is not the first player, come on to tarnish the image of Real Madrid. 2008, to 2012. Gerard Piqué Daniel also Barcelona Banda Piggy, to be also doing what Lami is doing currently, man. That year, man, Gerard Piqué Daniel also, that throw a bomb to Real Madrid camp, man. That is Sugaka, the one 2012, man, Barcelona to Madrid, the one 4 or 5 goals in Alabama. Ka show Piqué cameraman, ko show you 5 that year Piqué was the face behind those comments regarding Real Madrid man referee issues. So this is not the first time that is happening in the Barcelona league Barcelona camp mapuni. Laporta man they are behind the players.
People are not getting angry actually like Ben Kanama. Look, no one is telling you that you shouldn't make comments against your club. Tokonya are great football players, the likes of Ibrahimovic, some year to Awel Pago, but he doesn't decision don't go in favor of Real Madrid. 3 minutes or 2 minutes into Clasico man, a decisions went against Real Madrid. After game, I don't think but Captain Das Danny Cavallo or say you're not here any statements about it not being, I mean, like,
Parangela, la decision wasn't the right decision, or
it wasn't a right decision. Everyone said, look, 3 minutes into Benma, there was a challenge on Vinicius Junior in the 18-yard box. It should have been a penalty. Referee man overruled it. If you are being fair, you know fair, and you know the rules and refereeing.
the decision was a good piano. You know, Casa which in favor of Real Madrid around the 85th or 86th minutes. Kavahasa never saw to Arajo Luhe. You know, that push was a clear penalty best. But then Sanya a classic one check up so conceded. It was a clear penalty, you know, for FC Barcelona.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But commenting my ISA monitor, the commentator said that if there is anywhere around the pitch, it would have been a foul. You understand? There are some contacts. I know. There are some contacts.
You know,
it's not about
if the game was going to be, you know, other match, it would have been a penalty. You know, best. Mr. James Sagbal, you know, bringing, you know, some controversies regarding that decision. So that was.
So wait, let me hear my challenge on Vinicius Junior. Was it a penalty?
No,
it wasn't a penalty.
Yes.
So enough. So game wise, I mean, it was an exciting game, and you need to give Xabi Alonso his credits. Osako understand that game, and he took advantage of everything. And one thing that highlighted was that Xabi Alonso was very compact. You understand? And like Masako that Sama, he taught every coach how to defend against Barcelona. All you need is to be compact, be compact, and young man, they should be always compact. They should know how to defend. And attackers needs to be present. That was just what they did against Barcelona, which was very right. And isolate their wingers, man, that was Adagula and Vinicius. You know, they were not feeling, lazy to track back and defend. So I got to lay even second half, man, also Vinicius Junior complain that, and it was basically because of Vinicius Junior wing, man. Second half, man, he left the job only for Carreras. I cannot tell you first half, man, they were doing it all together, defensive job, man. Okay. And Lamazon said, because once I Rodrigo, everything changed. It seems Vinicius
he was the face of the team.
No, I get to buy in terms of defensiveness, man. Like in this case, we are not looking at the players angle. We are looking at the game. Look, Bane Sancho. So like in terms of performance, man, come on, this is man. Beginning of second half, man, like things on your first half match, man. Lamine Yamal wasn't making effective passes. Okay. But Bensakutan, beginning of second half, man, he was starting to come into the game, and that was simply because Vinicius, or Osabe tracker back. So that was why Real Madrid fan out there, you are saying that maybe the substitution no attacking wise, yes, but also no on team like ball ma shama. It was like at that moment Vinicius wasn't the right person, and they were very very good in terms of aggressiveness, man. Okay. And that's how El Clasico should be.
Game so how game was the El Clasico share Nicole, Kaku boy, because it wasn't entertainable at all. Game as Sabanyasa, Buzasa and your Casa Zortaba. Yes,
Barcelona Sabiam Amane
Sazora. Barcelona, then Sanyala, but key players must have been. You would have punished Real Madrid. Madrid, Sir Benoso Pielino, and the Sanya squad and Shem. I was expecting them to beat Barcelona by not less than 4 goals. Do you know Kitinen Katareka? Key players for Barcelona, Cabinet Danse.
Key players like who?
Lewandowski.
The only key player and effective player you can say when Sabe bien Rafinha in terms of attacking wise. The only key player. I said that when
So last season Obanda Biano, Macabo no Salam Biano, Tunma. No Biane. They would have punished them.
So like season one in terms of effectiveness, Barcelona squad man attacking wise. It's Rafinha, Fermin Lopez, Lamine Yamal. That 3 players behind striker, man. And normally they don't care when you're number 9, man. Okay. No matter who, whether Lewandowski, Ferran Torres, they will always stand up. And that's why after Ballon d'Or, I was saying something that Barcelona will realize that Rafinha on a very, I mean, like crucial to squad man. When they think like a long injury come out on your shama. It was like but Sakumi come and the Rashford cannot give us the threat Rafinha near Tetma. So that was why Atonya can midfielder can continue at I mean like at that right back position man. So their attention was just on let me Yamal
Yeah,
to
yeah.
prevent passes man from breaking through, and that was what happened. So like in that year that Rafinha won't take a squad man. You see like Barcelona struggling, but just some few days to Ballon d'Or ceremony on my Twitter, I could just space coming like and they were discussing Ballon d'Or. Most of Barcelona fans, man, they were saying that Rafinha is not crucial to squad man. Lamine Yamal no more important to squad man than Olmagba Rafinha. So it just tells you how unknown crucial to Team Asha. Even though I believe Muneri Sambian would have seen changes, but
Okay.
in terms of status, come on, Manupunya Shama. The only player who said Benaka maybe Kachinsa near then happening was going to be Rafinha
Okay.
because I mean like he alone is a threat to I mean a whole defense.
Okay. So Real Madrid they should wait, for the second. All right. Muba. Saturday, yeah, Bayern Munich, Daniel Wanda, Dimitri Galabach, by 3 goals to 0 in the second half. Alarm surprise. I'm beaten so far for Bayern Munich.
So as of this point, the winner is already decided because Mancha opponent they are just playing to find out either three shall buy Bayern Munich or then they will go to Europe because
Yeah.
if you go like you know you could check a Bayern Munich squad now you don't or if you check Bundesliga you don't see any team matching up to Bayern Munich in terms of performance. It just seems
Yes.
that every I mean like game they play they are running out of it. And one key player for Bayern Munich that they will always want that player to be fit is Harry Kane.
Definitely.
So the last time that year Karamala yeah, maybe he's the one Nirbo Pam underrated
He's the
when
kind
it
of
comes
Ballon
to
d'Or.
like the next Ballon d'Or winner, but
Yes.
he will carry I mean team a lot because he's I mean a whole package. Over the last few years, we've not seen a striker like him. You
Okay.
understand? Tokonya strikers and they are known for like scoring goals, the likes of Mbappe, Erling Haaland, but Hurricane is a total package altogether because he can defend, he can play in the midfield, Kalanji goal. Over the last couple of days,
Mm-hmm.
Vincent Company accommodate la Jackson no squad man by letting Hurricane come and play number 10 role in both squad man and it doesn't restrict him at all. Big game against Dortmund man at some point game man that started first 15 minutes he was sitting deep with the defenders man he was coming to make tackles and win balls and I mean distribute.
Mm-hmm.
So Hurricane is very crucial to Bayern Munich and come on man no Shama. I just think Bayern Munich will run away with
The
Bundesliga
Bundesliga.
man. There is
Okay.
no competition for them. And the only target they'll be targeting will be maybe to add
Champions
uh,
League or
Champions League and of course
the DFB
Blau
Pokal.
DFB Pokal man to be trophy list man. But I think from now on the Bundesliga has,
It's
I mean
over.
it has been thick. Maybe better surprise though because some few couple of years or Daniel Dortmund they just made it I mean like a beautiful run to final
Yes.
game and then they bottled it. So maybe
Yes. Capolo that developed one.
then they repeat one maybe but I don't think with form Sherman runner with ma
Yes.
anyone can compete them.
Them.
So
Okay. Okay. Bayern Munich, Maga. Banyola currently, ban break the record of AC Milan in the year 1992-1993 season. Then Danaka AC Milan Kabayina and TD 45 goals and conceding 13 goals in that season. And currently, AC Milan Wanyola is
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich rather Nyala Bayern with 13 matches, for scoring 47 goals and conceding 9 goals. Karohna Nyala Banyala Bang equalize their record and Katon Brickley
And
and
it's
then
not about
is
20
yes,
plus
yes,
games
yes.
to play.
So Vincent Company, we have to give him that applaud, for that performance. My son 2 year and come on. No kabang some nether na ko kana by nation no that be dot one you can argue bet nonetheless so when you're so no we are target then tenanka will be touch time in match so Bayern Munich kama mu ba no kun yelma. The league is over because the Mala Bundesliga ma pune they are not willing to compete them. Because
No,
it's not
no.
that
So
interesting.
it's not like they're not willing to compete against them. Borussia Mönchengladbach, brand new ball from Denmark. It was just
Yes,
that they got a red card.
yes.
So second half, my Bayern Munich just capitalized on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not as if they play a
Okay.
lot. Bundesliga, if you watch them, it is very entertaining. Just that Bere Kluben are good out of Dortmund and
Okay.
out of Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich, they are moving with a complete squad.
Mm-hmm.
Every department is working from goalkeeping department, defense, midfield, attacking. Attacking man are choked.
Yes.
Then you have two players out injured. Jamal Musiala, women said Nabri. They are out. And coach ma bunch mo and accommodate so la number 10 room Hurricane, who is the natural striker to come and play at that number 10 role and his unit well. So Bugumala is stuck squad. Highly, it's not as if Bobonanga good. They are very good. Just that Bokuto competing with like Bayern Munich because Bumala come a complete squad.
Yes.
Other teams Shabi and they have defensive problems. Shabi and
Mm-hmm.
goal
Yes.
scoring problems. Shabi and midfield. But Bangwa they are very complete. That's just the difference.
Okay. Less than a minute. Napoli Daniela Wanda Jene. Diego Armando Maradona Stadium in Napoli against International Milan. Kabrangma Inter Milan by 3 goals to 1. And unfortunately, Kevin Daniel was one that sustained injury. Kawada Yuho. Wadanye penalty in Zante Napoli. Antana by Ang Isa of Cameroon. Kogaranye third goal. Antana by
Scott McTominay.
McTominay. Kogaranye that fantastic goal. That's Ante Napoli 3-1 against Inter Milan. I'm not surprised.
So it was coming because Napoli by season was they are kind of we couldn't run hard house, you understand? And
Yes.
the way Inter Milan so over no change into the season was they are
Yes,
just
yes, yes.
Mane committed team come they want to punish them because
Yes.
last season I got punish a lot of teams, man.
Bam.
So they are just repeating what they saw last season. But
Yes.
Napoli you just have to like credit them, especially book where book coach man he's doing very great. Until Nero Pandabatane maybe unto handle the team man. And as of yeah, but as of Inter Milan I think Bo Pro man yellow coach in my understand.
Yes,
Former
yes, yes.
coach man there Yishama
That was
for the time
it's like what they call that experience.
yeah to even turn around things and look it was not planned for, you understand? Biakune then the coach just receive a high offer from Saudi Arabian
Yes,
club.
that's
So
true, yes.
definitely the Brabe expected it. And now it is very difficult to replace coaches because most of the time coach man one day you know like you wipe out the technical bench man. Kagba zang mumpun work with Shabna. So that's just what is hitting them because they have the players but it's just the coaching staff man. And Antonio Conte explained to you, I'm like, Oko play Euro games very well because he has the experience and with the experienced players of Kevin De Bruyne and Scott McTominay, their understanding and all those things, they are just managing teams by.
Okay. Antonio Conte got Angela, on that facing of former club. So that chanka game we all saw the banter of him and Lautaro Martinez, then I have that is dangerous, to each other. That would champion Uganda and player. So that one then that so nonetheless Napoli Daniela Banda deserved that win against Inter Milan because they really showed that they needed that maximum 3 points against International Milan. Quick one, it's a Juventus Carab coach. I'm not surprised. And currently, one cabinet to Zangana Sang because the manager Solankari.
No, so like currently, I am coaching staff, man. I coach my problem right now. I just have a meeting with him here until the end of the season.
Yes.
Go tell it because look, I can't make a mistake. Ankara coach, Okanaka the same thing. Not time for us when I work at former
Santos.
no kasang ajo posto
Postokogona.
the yugi Kablan Koroba but Sean Dyke na last week ma oralan
Yes.
so like right now and kind of point it is very expensive to replace coaches so
Pam.
you understand like my first time seeing it was when Georgian Klopp left because they they had to terminate all assistant coaches, book like book
Book contract,
contracts na
yes.
tabas and slots back
Yes.
backups now. So it is now very expensive. So a coach will perform. Like Amazon China, they should hold on with maybe an slot. Kato, we are giving you to the up of like to the, I mean, end of the season. You never turn it
Things are wrong.
things around. Then we can see how Kayira might. But right now, I go trying to call him like coaching market manage. Maybe the only coaches you can say that Bento cannot return at him around is only two. That's Jordan Klopp and Zinedine Zidane.
Klopp maybe not ready to know Canada today.
And
Any club currently. Zidane, he's focusing on the French national team now.
that's one. And aside that, Jordan Klopp is no more into coaching, but although he's coaching, but up a very high level, you understand.
Yeah.
There are many clubs under him. Upanya director for Red Bulls. So there is no. I don't think there is there is a coaching job in the world. In your cabin, like at like point, and he's more relaxed. So like Zidane Zidane Bamala or plans on his own. So Banakunya two coaches, Manakunya maybe you can bring. And the rest Bami Market Man, the likes of Eric Ten Hag, Ajo Postokogulunama. They can't turn things around in a space of maybe
Yes.
2 weeks or even what. So right now, Team Karanyene Kumala coach and is not performing. Mbechela maybe Achanguko or terminate contract with club
Yes.
and it is very risky because I terminate like then you come and you are not performing. It's another issue.
Okay, so Juventus Sungoma, Yamang Yaraban Zuhala Pam, then a cabo carbo coach on a coach Kamban Zangna. She sugar find it difficult, to get that quick culture sharing big club.
No, so even currently, I just want you to take a look at club Shaba, Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, or even Barcelona, and those clubs. Because I tell you, kind of Arsenal's first season it wasn't great. You like they gave him time. Even now, but I could throw him time. But even though fans might have him, they should sack him if he doesn't win. I mean, a trophy. But you need to build it on time. Jordan come to kind of by Liverpool in 2015. Oraka good part, but they gave him some time to build up. Pep Guardiola so come diamond then okay last last season but they gave him time. You understand those managers man, if they inherit a bad team they need time to turn it around. And if managers ma be able understand the law Bishabi and Bokong the rest and now I'm everything they will end up doing things which are not right.
Okay, Hype TV Sports Sumbono, William Bon the Red One. Man Mubarak Tanzang review ones and Tana. Where we can some Chishanda Kana and Tetam Canal Zoma in the English Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, and Tampa Italian Serie A Mapun. So the time subscribe ma carefully to all our social media handles, for exclusive, stories regarding the world of football. Teacher, assalamu alaikum.